human involvement is absolutely needed to develop software. What is Euroclear's view of generative AI?
Opportunity for new generation, develop faster, easier, and use generative AI the opportunity to go further.
Hi everyone, welcome to Mainframe Insights. My name is Venkat Balabhadrapatrani. I'm a distinguished engineer in the Broadcom Mainframe software division. We recorded a video with Neville on the topic of generative AI and how their organization was embracing generative AI. Today, we're joined by Bruno and Peter to give you all a different perspective on how Euroclear is embracing generative AI. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Bruno Laurent, I come from France, and I'm working for Euroclear, a financial company.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Generative AI, as you know, has been the buzz topic, and everybody is leading with the answer is GenAI. What's your question? I just want to understand from your viewpoint, what is Euroclear's view of generative AI? Is it hype? Is it real? Are there specific use cases?
That's real because we have the chance to use Copilot, okay, because we have a partnership with Microsoft for this. And for me, that's really important to use generative AI now and to take the track and to go further with it, to be sure that we give the opportunity for new generation to go to the mainframe easily and use COBOL and use generative AI for to explain how to develop faster, easier.
So is it fair to say that you are approaching it from an application developer perspective and helping them improve their productivity, onboarding, skills-related challenges?
Yeah, and for us, for example, I realized that when we use during the meeting Copilot, we can easily generate the notes, the minutes or something like that. And so for us, that's very, very, very important.
I would say in the support space, we're focused similarly because we're really looking at GenAI as a means by which, we can lower the skills barrier for the support engineers and give them tooling which will help them in, their responsibilities when it comes to managing cases, like summarizing them, for example. So that rings true with me as well.
Okay. That's similar to onboarding a new COBOL developer and having, explanation of the COBOL code so that that's a parallel use case that you're looking at from a support perspective.
There's a lot of similarities.
And there is another point that I would like to share with you. That's a comparison. Do you remember when you were students, you used the calculator? Okay. And for new generation, when they use now ChatGPT to generate and to do the homework, if I can compare them, I prefer to start and to embrace the AI and generate AI now and not wait to be sure that we can improve my work, my productivity too, and help the new generation to be sure that when they use generative AI, they can understand when you build the prompt is very important because you have different answers. You can use it, but you can understand that you should interpret if it's the good answer or not.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I think you make a very good point in the sense that GenAI is not the answer to every question, but it is a tool along with the rest of the tools that you have in your organization that is helping developers be more productive. And as you said, it's like a calculator, that is going to assist the developers do their job much more efficiently and in a productive fashion. Now, Peter, Bruno mentioned something about prompts, and I'm pretty sure based on some of the things that you have been looking into, you have some of the insights from a prompt engineering perspective that you'd like to share?
Yeah, we talked about this when we chatted with Neville, as you recall, and followed a journey which allowed our support engineers to become better and better at prompts. And we saw the results in what you were describing in terms of, the specific answers became better and better over time. We got to a point where we were in the 60 to 70% range for correctness based on, instrumenting the prompts differently and teaching the support engineers how to do prompting. Maybe you had similar experience.
I can tell you that in Euroclear, we did training about that to explain that there is different steps that to when you create a prompt. So the goal, what the AI should produce,
Right.
that's an array at the end, or a code, or an image, or all the ideas you have, but you should, you have different steps. So we have the chance here to have a training about that, to produce after the best prompt, to have the best answer at the end.
Awesome. Kind of switching the topics a little bit here. You mentioned you started using Copilot.
Yeah.
Can you share, the journey of getting the approval for Copilot, the governance aspect of it, the privacy of, your IP and things like that?
At the beginning, Euroclear gave the opportunity to all users case, and give Copilot just to a pool of people. And after some months, we give to all the IT because we have the approval, and everything was secure because as we work for a financial company, we want to be sure that what we put on Copilot is secure.
Right.
And with the strategy, everything is managed in Euroclear and nothing go outside.
Even within Broadcom, we have a certain set of policies in place in terms of what is that you can use generative AI for. And I think a lot of organizations are on the same journey in terms of figuring out what, from a governance, legal perspective, that would be applicable and suitable for them.
Right. Yeah, we have a central technology organization who's really providing guidance and governance. Very important. Because otherwise, as you can imagine, there would be a lot of innovation. It would go in many directions. And then, of course, assessing the risk associated with that would be very challenging.
There is some people all the time skeptic because do you believe that if I put this code that go outside, and so after there is people in Euroclear validate.
So based on your experience so far, right? What are some of the best practices that you can share with our audience in terms of how they should approach the journey of embracing GenAI?
Okay, we should understand the tool. We should understand how to produce the best prompts to have the best, at the end, best answer, and all the time interpret if the answer is okay or not. Don't copy paste the code if you want. Okay, a piece of code. Don't copy paste and produce. Test it. And you have all the time to rework. So don't lose your brain. And for me, that's really important that to share this. That's a tool. We should use it to help us, and I don't want to give the opportunity to people to say the AI will replace the human. Okay, so will give us the opportunity to go further.
I think not losing your brain is a good advice.
That human involvement is absolutely needed, especially in the business that we are in to develop software. Validating that is really key. Thank you, Bruno. Thanks for your time. Thank you, Peter. I think this has been a great discussion, and hopefully you got a different perspective and different view on the adoption of generative AI in enterprise organizations. Until next time, thank you.